Bedtime is broken in so many homes, not because parents aren't trying, but because the harder you try, the negotiations, the warnings, the third glass of water, the one more story, the worse it gets. And by the time your child is finally asleep, you're exhausted, frustrated, touched out, and quietly dreading tomorrow night. What if I told you that 5 minutes, the same 5 minutes you're currently spending on the fourth trip back to their room, could change all of that? Not 5 minutes of perfect parenting, not a complicated routine. 5 minutes of one specific thing, done consistently, that rewires how your child's nervous system experiences the end of the day. Hi, I'm Chenawazi from the Quiet Parent Family, and you are warmly welcome to TQP. Tonight, I'm giving you the ritual that will help change bedtime struggles, so stay with me. Before we get to the ritual, let's talk about why bedtime falls apart. Because it's not random. There's a reason it's always a specific time of day. By the end of the day, your child's emotional tank is empty. Every demand, every transition, every moment of self control has cost them something. And the last thing a depleted nervous system wants to do is surrender to sleep. So it fights through stalling, through tears, through suddenly needing things it didn't need all day. And here is the part most parents don't realize. The fighting isn't about sleep, it's about connection. A child whose emotional tank is empty will delay sleep indefinitely because unconsciously they're trying to fill up before they let go. The ritual I'm about to share works because it fills the tank deliberately, quickly, in a way that tells your child's nervous system, you are safe, you are loved, you can let go now. And the 5 minutes it takes? Most parents tell me it's the best 5 minutes of their entire day. Here it is. 5 minutes. 3 parts. No equipment. No prep. Part 1. 1 minute of physical connection. Before anything else, before the lights go down, before the last drink of water, before you even think about sleep, you make physical contact, a proper hug, back stroking, lying beside them for 60 seconds with your body close to theirs. No phones, no half attention, just your body saying, I'm here. I'm fully here. This single minute does something measurable in a child's body. It lowers cortisol, the stress hormone. It signals safety to the nervous system. It opens the door for everything that follows. Part 2. 2 minutes of 3 things. You ask your child 3 questions. The same 3 questions. Every single night. What was the best part of your day? What was the hardest part? And what are you looking forward to tomorrow? That's it. You don't problem solve. You don't advise. You just listen fully. And you answer them too. Because this is a conversation, not an interview. Why these 3 questions? Because they do 3 things at once. They process the day, the good and the hard. They close emotional loops that would otherwise replay in the night. And the third question, what are you looking forward to tomorrow? Ends on something hopeful. The brain carries that into sleep. 2 minutes. 3 questions. The things your child tells you in this window will sometimes surprise you completely. Part 3. 2 minutes of I see you. This is the part that changes things at a deeper level. And it's the part most parents skip because it feels small. It isn't. Before you leave the room, you say something specific. Something you genuinely noticed about your child that day. Not, you were good today. Not, I love you alone. Something particular. I noticed how patient you were with your brother at dinner. I saw how hard you tried with that puzzle, even when it was frustrating. I loved the way you made me laugh today. One specific, true, observed thing. Then, I love you. Good night. What this does is extraordinary. It tells your child that they are truly seen, not just as a child to be managed, but as a person worth paying attention to. That feeling of being genuinely noticed is one of the deepest human needs. And you're meeting it in 30 seconds, right before sleep. The brain consolidates memory and emotion during sleep. What you plant in those last 2 minutes is what gets carried in. Now, a word about consistency. Because this ritual only works if you do it every night. Not most nights. Every night. Here's why. Children's nervous systems run on predictability. When a child knows, deeply, physically knows, that this sequence is coming, their body starts preparing for sleep before it even begins. The ritual becomes the signal. And the signal becomes the calm. Within 2 weeks of doing this consistently, most parents notice a shift. Less stalling, less calling out. A child who seems to settle faster and sleep more deeply. Not because the ritual is magic, but because connection is. 5 minutes. 1 minute of physical connection. 2 minutes of 3 questions. 2 minutes of, I see you. That's it. Start tonight. If this gave you something useful, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a parent who is dreading bedtime right now. They need this more than they know. And the free Quiet Parent Toolkit in the description has a printable version of this ritual. The 3 questions, the I see you prompts, everything that you can stick on your child's bedroom wall. Download it free. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Are you going to try this tonight? Or have you already found something that works at bedtime? Tell me. This community learns from each other. Next time, we're talking about something I hear from parents constantly. You don't have to be the fun parent, and why the pressure to perform joy for your children might be doing more harm than you think. Make sure you're subscribed. Take care of yourself. Raising the early years with connection, not perfection. One quiet moment at a time.